What's up, guys? How's it going? I hope you guys had a really good 4 day, well, 5 day weekend, 4 day for me. But it's time to get back into it. Last thing we did was the Unit 3 exam and catching you guys up for OTG. But this is a new start. This is Unit 4. As you guys can see, I don't know, I'm covering the bottom. It's period 4. This is going to be going over the 1800 to 1848. So, yeah, this is the first lesson, the Age of Jefferson. So let's go on. It's a Monday night. It's about 12, almost 12 o'clock at night. This is what I get for procrastinating, but let's get this lecture started. And this is just a reminder. This is just for giggles. Do your assignments. Everyone has been doing great with their assignments, getting caught up with OTG. Everyone did good on Unit 3 exam, so I'm very proud of you guys. I'm still grading it right now. I should have it by Wednesday, your grades by Wednesday. But yeah, everyone did pretty good. Everyone's caught up. So in that regard, I'm very, very happy. But make sure you guys to do the discussions. And I'm still debating if I should let you guys take the work home from class for homework, because I don't receive them back. But we'll get more into that this week. I'm done taking y'all's time. It's already been 1 minute and 30 seconds, so let me go ahead and get started with today's lesson. So yes, I added the highlighted parts for this one. All the things that are highlighted are during guided notes, but in this lesson, which is Unit 4, we're covering the early republic, right? Like I said, the years 1800 to 1848. These are things we already went through this year. I mean, it's going by fast. We're already on period 4. Yeah. So we've already explored the European exploration and the colonization and the American Revolution and the early years of the nation. Now we're going to look at the rise of political parties, the key judicial decisions, and major key events like the Jefferson presidency, the War of 1812, and the Missouri Compromise. And I believe in this lesson, even says right there, we'll also be touching the topic of Louisiana Purchase. So yeah, this is going by fast, but let's keep going. So this is just a little review. So let's go ahead and start it, right? So Jefferson and Hamilton, right, had opposing economic philosophies. So what were the main differences in their views on economics and the role of the federal government before 1800? How did these differences shape the country? This is questions from last unit. I'm not gonna give you guys the answer right now. This is stuff that you should probably be thinking about, or you probably already know. So with that being said, let's just move forward. And of course, we have the essential question like we always do in these PowerPoints. So as we move through the lesson, keep this question in mind, right? What decisions were tested the structure of the federal government, and how did these decisions impact the power of the exclusive and judicial branches? So keep that in mind. Be like that guy in the picture, kind of thinking about that question as we go on through this lesson. As I said, it's highlighted from the guided notes. So if you're absent for whatever reason, you stepped out, like I always say, just write it down and let's keep going forward. All right, so in this one, we'll be talking about the election of 1800, right? A peaceful transition of power. So the election of 1800 was significant as it marked the first peaceful transition of power between political parties, right? The Federalists lost to the Democratic Republicans, though Jefferson and Burr tied, right? The House of Representatives ultimately chose Jefferson as the president. So, this is the lessons about the Age of Jefferson. So, like I said, write down the highlighted parts, but that's pretty much what the election of 1800 was about. With that being said, let's move forward. So, as you guys have seen this one before, you've seen this particular slide before because we've talked about George Washington and John Adams in the past, and it's highlighted. But now it's time to talk about Thomas Jefferson. As you guys can see, he served as the third president of the United States. from the years 1801 to 1809. So he got 2 terms, man. That's pretty cool. Good for you, Thomas Jefferson. His presidency was marked by the events such as, like I said, the Louisiana Purchase and Embargo Act. If I said that right, Embargo Act. Yeah, I said that right. Sorry, guys. Sometimes I'm bad with, especially at this late of the hour. It could be a little hard to remember certain things and stay awake. But I'm thugging it out. Let's continue. So during Jefferson's presidency, right, the 2 main political parties were the Federalists and the Democratic Republicans, right? Federalists favored a strong central government, as we talked about in the past, and a financial system based on shipping and manufacturing. On the other hand, Democratic Republicans, which was led by Jefferson, favored weaker central government's power and focus on agriculture. So yeah, I don't know why it's not popping up here. Let me see if I click on it. There you go. If I clicked on it, this is on the guide notes as well. But yeah, make sure to write this down. Let me see if I click on it one more time. There you go. I don't know why it was kind of weird. It was kind of timed wrong. But yeah, this is actually on the guide notes. I'll have a line. You just put the words over there. And it'll pretty much sum up what I said. So with that being said, let's move on. And yes, this is a little recap of what I said. This is what they favored: the Federalists on the left and the Democratic Republicans on the right. So you go ahead and pause the video for this. I'm not going to go over it. It's a lot of information, and it pretty much tells you on the bottom of each thing they favored in that particular section. So let's move on. All right, so John Marshall, right? As the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, issued a landmark ruling, Marbury versus Madison. This case established the principle of the judicial review. This allows the Supreme Court to declare laws unconstitutional and significantly expanding its power. So in class, I am going to be showing a video, and I'll put the video on the bottom of this YouTube video if you guys want to go see. But this is the questions we'll be answering in class. But with that being said, if you guys want to check it out, like I said, I'll put it in the bio. In the bio of the video. So yeah, let's move on. All right, so we're going to be talking about the Burr controversy, right? So this highlighted the growing tensions in the expanding United States, right? Particularly regarding the balance of power between the coastal states and those further inland. These events also hinted at the future issues of the states' rights and secession. I'm sorry, guys, it's late in the hour. If you guys need to, write down the notes. This is the impact of what happened. So with that being said, let's just move on. All right, y'all. So this is basically another video. If you guys can see the blue link up here, I'll make sure to add it on the bottom of this video. Make sure to write the guide notes. I know my big head is also covering the one on the bottom right, but I'll make sure to post it on Teams under Unit 4 so you guys can get caught up if you missed anything. So basically in the year 1807, right, the Embargo Act is what they're talking about, which is intending to pressure Britain and France by hauling all American trade with the foreign nations, right? So however, this act had several impacts, as many we've been talking about during the whole year. A lot of these things that happened had impacts. So, but this one specifically had an impact on the U.S. economy. With that being said, guys, I'll post a link to that video with these questions on the bottom of this one. Let's go ahead and move forward. So finally, we reached the year of 1803, the Louisiana Purchase, right? So what happened during this year, right? So Jefferson made the Louisiana Purchase, right, doubling the size of the United States, right? As you guys can see on the bottom, the Louisiana Purchase, that's a big chunk of America right there. Though Congress typically controlled spending, Jefferson justified the purchase as being the nation's best interest, right? This raised questions. Does this decision align with Democratic Republicans, principles of strict constitutional interpretation? So, This is just the conflict views of the Louisiana Purchase. Sorry, guys. This is the year 1803, so this is also, I'm going to highlight this. This is a big chunk of Unit 4. I think we'll be also talking about it tomorrow. So yeah, go ahead and write down the notes and let's move on from here. There's not much on this slide that I could tell you guys that it doesn't tell you already. Short answer question practice. I'm going to give you guys about 10 minutes in class to do this. But yeah, this is just basically in class. Just make sure you do it on your notes, as I'll be checking your binders on Friday, checking for completion. So with that being said, I'm going to move on to the last slide. And so this is, think, write, pair, and share, right? So this is basically wrapping up today's lesson. As you guys have the questions on your guided notes here, I have them right here. Make sure you guys have the questions on them. So you guys do have the question that's stated on the slide. Like I said, I'll give you guys about 10 minutes in class that day, which is basically today when I post this on Monday. Sorry guys, I'm incredibly sleepy. It's really late. So I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to do it in class. Make sure you guys have it done on your guided notes when I check binders on Friday. But yeah, we made it through the first lesson of Unit 4. I'm just going to recap some things. Thank you guys for doing so great on Unit 3. I'm very proud of you guys. But I have the grades by Wednesday, so let's finish up this Q1 strong this week. Grades are going to be due Friday, and that'll be Q1. I mean, the year's going by fast already, so thank you guys. If you guys are watching this, make sure to do the discussions. And yeah, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm tired. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, which is basically Tuesday when I post this. So I'll see you guys. This is Monday night, so I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you guys are watching this on Tuesday evening, I hope you had a good day. All right, let's go.